Most people fear HR interviews more than technical interviews. Not because HR is difficult, but because HR is unpredictable. You don't know what they will ask. You don't know what they want. And you don't know how to answer without sounding scripted. So here is the truth. HR interviews are not about right or wrong answers. They are about clarity, consistency, self-awareness, and communication. Let us discuss how to prepare for HR interview questions. Using a simple, powerful method, the StarX framework. By the end of this video, you will understand what HR is actually trying to get out of you. How to prepare for the most common HR questions. How to answer your questions in a structured manner and very clear. How to create your personal answer bank so that you are prepared for HR interview questions, not only now but in future as well. So let us begin. First, let us understand where HR is coming from. HR has got certain metrics in a large organization to worry about. Conversion, how many people they are interviewing, how many people are getting converted. Retaining talent, they have to make sure that the people they interview, they train and they bring on board just don't disappear overnight. And that's retention. They have to ensure that the people who come, they are culturally a good fit. Someone comes in, starts to have fights with other people in the group, causes problems. At the end of the day, HR is a function in a large company. And like all functions, they have got metrics. They also report to a CEO. And the CEO is going to evaluate them and say how many people did you interview, how many people you hired, how many people you retained, and so on and so forth. So they have to be very careful. Now with this background, let us go deeper. HR is not just testing your technical ability. HR is actually testing workplace behavior. Across companies and roles, HR is looking for 5 signals. What are they? Can you speak with clarity? Are your answers consistent with your resume? Do you take responsibility for your outcomes? Do you sound stable or confused? Will you fit in the team environment or not? If these signals don't show up, HR will reject you, even if your skills are excellent. And more importantly, if you don't have a framework in your answers, then clarity will be absent. That is one reason why we have been saying that you should frame your responses using the right structure. You can get this right structure from Career Arth. Come here and we'll help you get there. Because clarity leads to growth and growth leads to career. Now we often hear that HR questions feel very confusing because they sound so simple. कुछ तो माजरा है, कुछ तो छुपा हुआ है. But they are open-ended. Questions like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want this role? What are your strengths and weaknesses? These questions are not asking for information. They are asking, how do you think about your own self? How do you structure your thoughts? When answers sound emotional, vague, or unstructured, HR obviously loses confidence. Remember, they are worried about your productivity, retention, and cultural fit. Almost every HR interview revolves around the same few themes. What's your background? What's your motivation? What are your strengths? When have you handled challenges at work? When have you shown leadership at work? What is the future direction? Are you here with us for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years? Where do you see yourself grow in this company? And most candidates know these answers. It's not hidden from them. Yet they fail because they don't know how answers are evaluated. Good HR preparation is not about memorizing lines or scripts. It's about organizing your thinking. Strong candidates read the job description. Pick 4 or 5 strengths that match the role. Prepare 3 to 4 strong personal stories. And they avoid generic claims like I am hardworking. They understand the company's culture, know how to talk about weaknesses maturely. They don't sound robotic. They are clear. This is not about memorizing. This is organizing your thinking. सोच के आंसर करो भाई. That's the difference. At Career Arth, we use a simple structure called StarX. You might have seen it in some of our other videos as well. It helps candidates to do what? To stay focused, avoid rambling when they are answering to the questions in the interview. Show some evidence of work and reflect with maturity. That's important. The reflection part is the key part. Star gives the structure, X adds the insight, and that is why we call it star X. Most candidates stop at describing events. Stronger candidates show what they learned. Won't be able to break the star X down step by step here because it has to be contextualized to your situation. I don't want to give you a generic answer which try to fit it everywhere. Take the star X framework and apply to your particular resume and fit. To prepare effectively, build a small answer bank. When you are preparing an answer bank on frequently asked HR questions, it is important to keep two things in mind. First, use the framework correctly to make sure that your answer is logical and consistent. Second, get those answers verified by a competent person. For example, you can do that at Career Arth because it can happen that your answer goes off track and prevents you from getting the job. We have seen this with many candidates who think they have got this approach right but do not convert into a job. This is where your self-awareness is important. Before you go for the exam, you must have practiced the questions and verified the answers. We all have done it. Haven't you done it before? HR interviews are not unpredictable. They are misunderstood interviews. People kind of get scared and psychologically they are so worried about getting the job that they mess it up. Clarity matters, consistency matters, self-awareness matters. At Career Arth, we are building tools such as the interview score report, Career Arth Answer Bank, to help candidates prepare systematically and not emotionally. HR interviews reward clarity, not perfect answers. Subscribe to Career Arth, like our video, comment so that we can answer your next question. Stay tuned with us. At Career Arth, our mantra is very simple. Clarity है तो growth है तो career है. See you at Career Arth.